On today's IRS tax refund update, we will take a look at the latest developments this tax season, as we are less than 3 weeks away from the tax filing deadline, with still over 1 million tax returns that remain unprocessed. Meanwhile, a significant amount of viewers continue to encounter the 570 code appearing on their tax transcripts, so we're going to recap several different scenarios those impacted by this problem may be facing and the potential letters being sent by the IRS as a result. Now, tax processing currently remains ongoing at the IRS. However, the amount of unprocessed tax returns still remains at over 1 million, despite the fact the IRS has processed over 70 million tax returns as of their latest update. For those who are encountering tax topic 152 when checking the status of their refund status, results that is a normal tax processing code and does not indicate any issue, however. If you are seeing tax topic 151 that does indicate a potential issue with the tax return, likely resulting in a tax refund adjustment. It is important to note these tax topic codes are not tax transcript codes, which can only be seen by logging into your online IRS account and accessing your account transcript. Based on comments for those still experiencing refund delays, we are seeing a growing number of viewers encountering the 570 and 971 codes on their tax transcripts as seen here since the last massive tax transcript update. Now, if this is happening to you at the moment, you are likely to fall into one of the following 3 scenarios, which we will recap one by one. Starting off with, if you are encountering these 2 codes with different dates as seen on this actual viewer transcript shown here, this means the IRS either needs more time to work on the potential issue the computer has found, or they need additional information from you so that tax processing can continue. Now, the 570 code represents the potential issue with your tax return which has been put on hold, while the 971 code represents a notice being sent out. The date listed on the 971 line is the date you should expect to receive that notice in the mail. Under this scenario, these are the 3 likely letters you can expect to receive starting off with an IRS letter in the CP05 series like this one on the far left, which is a request by the IRS for the taxpayer to prove the income and/or tax withholdings you reported on their tax return. If you receive this letter, it is often a request for copies of pay stubs and the W-2 form you received from your employer. And in cases we have seen, this could in fact be completely random, even if you have never had any previous tax issues. The IRS also will receive a copy of your tax forms from your employer and other businesses, so they may be comparing the 2 copies for accuracy. The second likely notice some will receive is those who are claiming the Earned Income Tax Credit or Child Tax Credit, which will be the CP12 Notice as seen here, requesting the taxpayer to provide documentation as it relates to their dependents such as a birth certificate, proof of residency, and age. Again, this is usually a random selection, so even if you have been claiming the same dependent for many years, it unfortunately does not mean you are exempt from having to go through this process. Meanwhile, the third likely letter is the 2644C notice, as seen on the far right, which simply indicates the IRS needs additional time to review your tax return, which is often quoted at 60 days. For those who receive this letter, that is not a definite timetable. And as we have reported over the last 2 years, it is possible you may receive multiple 60-day notices while you wait for the IRS to resolve any issue. The second scenario is that you are seeing the 570 and 971 codes on your tax transcripts with the same date listed next to them as seen on this tax transcript. Now, in this case, it means the IRS computer identified a potential issue with your tax return and has auto-corrected the error which may have resulted in an adjusted tax refund. If this is the case, the letter you are likely to receive is this IRS letter, the CP12 notice informing you an error was encountered on the tax return, often a miscalculation which they have addressed resulting in an adjusted refund. If you agree with the changes, the IRS made no further action is necessary, and you will receive that refund within 4 to 6 weeks. Now, if you disagree with the IRS on the adjustment, you can appeal that and should do so within 30 days. Finally, the third scenario is for those who are just encountering the 570 code on their tax transcript as seen here. In this situation, it means the IRS is currently working on the issue, and no matter the outcome of the situation, you will see a 971 code appear usually after your next tax transcript update. However, there will be instances where you will not see a 971 code appear if you're impacted by the 570 code, and instead, you will see a 571 code appear which reverses the hold on your tax return under the 570 code which clears your refund for release. And in a number of cases, you will see the 846 refund issued code appear during the same transcript update that shows the 571 code. Let us know in the comment section below about your ongoing tax issue. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.